everyone, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the last of my Wave 1 reviews for Rise of the TMNT. April, the street smart best friend. And I will say the reason she's last is because she was really hard to find. I think she might only be one per case. I finally found her at a Walmart that looked like they had just put a fresh case out. And she was the only one there. And everything else was like, you know, tons of the Turtles and even Splinter and the villains. They had, you know, at least two of each of them. So yeah, I'm wondering if she's short packed because they don't really have confidence in female figures in this line, which is a shame. Because I really like April, but I also really like the little goofy, like, cat dog monster thing that they have going on here. So I think it's pretty cool. I was glad to finally be able to track her down because I really wanted to complete the first wave of figures here. So you can see on the bottom here, the four Turtles, April, and Splinter, and then you have the three villains down here. It says, April, the street smart best friend. She's a true New Yorker and a real firecracker, upbeat, wisecracking, and confident. Species human, weapons, baseball bat. But you can see she's got kind of a glowing baseball bat, so I don't really know what's going on with that. Again, I've still only seen the first episode of this show. I mean to watch more of it. I know that there's more available on demand. I guess several episodes have probably aired by now. I just really need to get some time and try to watch it. But the toys are fun, so let's go ahead, let's get April out of the packaging here, and let's take a closer look. Here's the April figure out of the packaging. Real quick, we'll start with the accessories. Like I said before, she has one neon green baseball bat and then one neon green flaming baseball bat, which I assume is like the Mystic version. So that's interesting. Don't know why they went with neon green, but they did. Very colorful. It's a fun color. I like that. But they're both very simple, molded in one color plastic. But this one's kind of translucent, so very cool there. And then she has the alien cat guy. I don't know why, but the eyes and the facial expression reminds me very much of another Nickelodeon show, Ren and Stimpy, from back in the 90s. Just kind of gives me that feel. But it's painted very nicely. You have that blue and red. You even have this little like blue flame here on the end of the tail. So I will commend them. It's one solid molded piece, but they definitely painted it very well. So I like that quite a bit. As for the April figure, I think she looks great. Face very nicely detailed, very nicely painted. She's got some sunglasses up here. Head is on a ball joint. Normal shoulder articulation. And basically like all the other figures, it's pretty much the same joint in both shoulders, both elbows, both hips, and both knees. I do worry a little bit just because I feel like her limbs are very thin, and I worry about the plastic over time. I mean, this arm's already kind of bent. I'm thinking it's just from in the packaging. And I guess maybe with like a little bit of hot water, you could probably bend that back. But she's detailed very nice. Like the jacket's painted very well, I think. The trim for the jacket, the boots are painted nicely. But those 8 articulation points are pretty much all, well, and then the head joint, so 9. But they don't move anything at the wrists. The hands don't move at all. And from the knee down is one solid piece. So no ankle articulation. But I feel like you can still get good poses. I mean, she can kick, bend at the knee, swivel. You have movement in the elbows. And then we can go ahead and give her these accessories, which really just seem way too heavy for her frail little hands. I mean, she holds them. And I guess you can get the... But that's the thing. Her arms are so thin, and they're like a softer plastic, so I really feel like maybe if I switch it up and give her the other bat, she really has a hard time holding her accessories just because they're so heavy, and her arms are just not really strong enough to do it. I mean, she can hold them for a little bit, but I feel like eventually they're just going to fall out. I mean, you can see them already kind of waffling. So I applaud the inclusion of the weapons, but they're just really... I wish they would have made her hands of a little bit more solid plastic. Because, like, the arms are solid, but just from the... basically where the green stops, her whole forearm and hand is just really soft, malleable plastic. And it just doesn't stand up to the weight of those accessories. Now, if they had given her, like, tiny little sai or something like that, would have been fine. But because these are such big honking accessories that are really too heavy, They just don't stay in her hands, which is a shame because they're nice accessories. She really can't hold them. So it's a nice figure. I think she looks great, and I love the little cat dog alien pet, but she just really can't hold her accessories. Let me see if I can get a nice pose. I feel like she is possible of getting a nice pose. You just have to kind of find the way to distribute her weight. So I really do like the look of the figure. I think she's detailed nice. Face sculpt is very good. All the face paint, like the eyes and the lips, all nicely painted. There's no smudges or anything. And I feel like it would be easy to, paint an eye off center or have the like lipstick go out of the mouth area just because of how tiny those areas are to paint. And it's very simple for the machines to, go outside of the lines, as it were. But it's all painted and detailed, very nice, very sharp. So I do appreciate that. It's just that she can't really hold the accessories. It's really my only complaint. Otherwise, I think it's a pretty good figure. So if you're just looking for an April figure and you don't care if she can hold her accessories or not, then this is the toy for you. I like the accessories. They're good. Maybe you could just give them to one of the other turtles or something to hold because they would probably have no problem. They should have just made her arms out of a little bit more solid plastic and then she would have been fine. But because they went for the... I mean, maybe they thought making the harder, rigid plastic that thin would make it break, which is possible. So maybe that's why they went for the softer plastic. But then I also feel like, why did she have to be that thin? You know what I mean? She's very, very skinny, and I feel like they could have just made her a little bit less skinny and just more solid, and then it would have been, still a great figure, but not have any problems or any potential frailties in the future. So we'll see how the figure holds up, but as of right now, I think aesthetically it looks great. Good articulation, good paint applications. Just can't really hold on to those accessories. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thank you so much for watching.